Hello. I just found out that dystopian fiction is probably not for me. Hi, I'm Annie, and I've read my first dystopian graphic novel, or my first dystopian story ever. And it is a graphic novel. As it is Thursday, and on my channel it is EuroComic Thursday. Every Thursday I talk about European comic or graphic novel. So this is why I have read The Snowpiercer by Jacques and Jean-Marc Rochette. And the story is set after some sort of world war, and there was a climate bomb dropped, and now all of the world is in winter. And not your usual winter. No, it's a winter where nobody can survive. But there are a bunch of people that have survived, and they are all on this huge long train. And these people, this long train from over 1,000 carriages is divided up in different classes. So in the golden carriages there are the rich people and the so-called government of the train, and well, these are absolutely the richest people that have survived. And then there is the middle class, and then there is the poor people at the end of the carriages. And the poor people live in abominable circumstances. So that's absolutely terrible. And these different classes, they are heavily guarded, as of course these rich people, they don't want to see these poor people, and they want to leave them in these carriages at the end of the train. But our hero, one guy, he breaks through the security and he sets out on a journey to the front of the train. And he meets this young woman, some sort of activist, and she's in the middle class carriages, and she wants to improve the life circumstances of the poor people at the end of the train. So both they set out on a journey and to the front of the train to meet with this president. Personally, I found the story a little bit predictable. The rich people are, of course, the bad guys, and the poor people, they just get screwed. And we see humanity at its worst. Our hero is fighting the system, but yeah, he doesn't seem to care either at the same time. Now, our leading lady, she does have a clear motive, and I thought that she was a more developed character than our hero, I must say. But I read on Goodreads a review that said that the main character, our hero, goes through this inner struggle, and he is fighting the system. But personally, I didn't get it. maybe you see more into this story than I do. But anyway, there is another thing I did not like, is that apart from this leading lady, which is a really strong character, the rest of the women, well, they are just there to have sex. They are mainly prostitutes, and the story is about men taking advantage of women and oppressing the poor people. So yeah, I didn't like that very much. I read the Dutch edition, the IJstrein. But I read on a review of the English translation, the Snowpiercer, it is called, that there was a lot of sex in it. Personally, yes, there is sex in it, but not really extremely very much in it. I found anyway. So, but yeah, the we position of I don't know. I don't know much about dystopian fiction, but I found this to be a really, really bleak and somber and depressing kind of story. Is dystopian fiction always this depressing and somber? Yeah, this depressing kind of stories. Is it always? Do men always end up taking advantage of women and behaving like absolute scumbags, except from the one hero? I don't know. Have you read any good dystopian fiction? Because I hope there is better dystopian fiction out there than there is in this story. But I must say, I did like the realistic illustrations by Rochette. I think Rochette did the illustrations. Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, I did like. Yeah, there isn't, as it's set on a train, there isn't much of scenery going on, but I found it really the illustration I found just well, not bad, eh? It's not bad. I don't think this is. I think this is reasonably well illustrated, in my personal opinion, anyway. But the story, as this is the first dystopian fiction I have read, I don't want to discourage you from reading this graphic novel, as you may like it more than I do. And on Goodreads, there are raving reviews of it, but there are also people who definitely did not like it. And there seemed to be a little that's in between. Well, you better judge for yourself. If you like dystopian fiction, you may like it more than I do. And there was a TV adaptation of it, or a TV series made of this story that ran from 2020 to 2024, this year, as I remember correctly. And before that, there was a film made based on this graphic novel, and it was in 2013, I think. And that gets reasonably good ratings on the Internet Movie Database. So maybe it's just me that I don't care very much for dystopian fiction. But anyway, if you don't like the Snowpiercer, don't give up on European comics just yet, because there is a lot of well written and well drawn European comics and graphic novels out there. Hope to see you in the next video.